Hello there, is anybody here? Hello, I'm Eileen from Northern Light Tarot. So I hope you can hear me really well. I've got this little microphone on here. I'm really hoping that it's working well for you. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. This is going to be an all signs reading for the person on your mind. How do they feel about you right now? Okay, so I'm just going to see if this is working the stream because I'm in not my normal location. So if anybody's here, please let me know. Okay, I see that we have a couple of people here in the chat. If you're here, give this a thumbs up. Let me know that you can hear me. And then we can go ahead with this reading. Oh, yeah, we got a thumbs up. So yes, this is going to be an all signs reading for the person on your mind right now. How do they feel about you right now? Okay, so, oh, sorry, a little bit of feedback there, perhaps. Okay, so now let's go ahead here, okay? I'm sensing an energy, a good energy, actually. Okay, I feel like as the seasons are changing, things are changing. So let's see what's going to be happening here. And let's, we're going to start with, how they feel about you, but let's see what else comes through as well. Okay, so we're going to be starting with, I have my list here. We're going to be starting with Aries. Okay, if you're here, please give the stream a thumbs up. Very much appreciated. So now, spirit guides and the universe, please can you channel your energies through me and into the cards for this reading? Thank you so much. Okay, let's start with Aries. So if you are an Aries, okay, this is for you, Aries. So the person on your mind, how do they feel? We're going to take 3 cards. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, okay. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, okay. I see here, Aries. I feel like this is a person. It's not going to resonate for everybody, okay? But for those of you this resonate with, this I feel is a person from your past. Okay. Because what I've got here is I've got the Fool energy followed by the 3 of Pentacles followed by Justice. Okay, so what I see with that is that this person, you may not be actually together. I feel that there's this realization coming through that they absolutely did not do the work. Okay, they were not a team player. They did not bring to you even half of what you were bringing to this connection. Okay, like you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You don't have to be. You could be dealing with a Libra. What I see here is a realization of past mistakes, like where they've gone wrong here. Did they depart this connection a sort of rapidly? Was it over something that really, what I'm getting here is something about it may not even have been anything that big, if you see what I mean. Okay, I feel like they just realize how the lack of integrity, that's what's coming through, a certain lack of integrity here that they've shown you. Let's take 2 more. Okay, yes, they've got so much to do here. It's very, very clear because the next 2 cards out are the realization. This is why the Justice has come in. Okay, because now they understand. It's kind of like it's too late, but now they get it. Now they get what a fool they were. It's kind of like hit them like a ton of bricks here, because now they want the reunion now they want it all. Now they want the 10 of Cups. Okay, but how do you feel? Okay, because what I'm getting here is they may not even have spoken this to you. They may not even have spoken these words to you yet. But even if they did, would you even trust it? Because I feel that whatever they've shown you in the past, it just has not been enough to convince you of how they could even be consistent here. Okay, let's take one more. Oh yeah, they're very aware. They're very aware of their misdemeanors, of there could even be like they've like been quite manipulative towards you. Okay, they've taken your good faith, your good heart, and I feel like for some of you they've literally crushed your heart, and you've just had enough. And I get a feeling here that they kind of know that you've had enough, and justice has been served here. But what you do need to know is that we do have the 10 of Cups. That tells me that they do love you. Okay, they absolutely do love you, but they know that it's like climbing a mountain to get back to you, like a literal mountain, and they're struggling with the mountain they've got to climb right now. That's what's come through for you, Aries. I really hope that you found that helpful. So now I am gonna move on to Taurus. Hello there, Taurus, if you're here. We will be timestamping this afterwards, okay? So now, the person on your mind, Taurus. How do they feel about you right now? Let's go ahead and take 3 cards. Okay. So, oh my goodness, Taurus. I like this. You could be, for some of you, your person is at a distance. For some of you, your person is a Knight of Swords, could be an earth sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. What I see here is an urgency towards you. It's all very urgent. They want to be in your space. Okay, these are the cards I pulled, the Knight of Swords. This represents the need for an urgent conversation. Then we have the 3 of Wands, which is literally the traveler energy. It's very expansive. It can represent somebody, especially both of these cards represent movement. Okay, so this person could be a distance from you. But what then we have is the ultimate 4 of Wands, which is, you know, the card of that twin flame energy. It's what I see here is pure passion regarding how your person is feeling towards you right now. There's something they urgently want to communicate to you. And this could be somebody who's at a literal physical distance. It could also be an energetic distance. There is absolutely a need to tell you that they have exceptional feelings for you. I just get like just so much passion. Let's take some more. Now you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, somebody from your deep past, somebody that things have been very off and on with, very kind of like difficult, trying. But let's take another. Okay, yeah, this could be somebody from your deep, it's kind of like deep past, somebody waiting for the right moment. So there's somebody here, your person, if this is resonating, it's kind of like they are waiting for the moment that feels right. Okay, there's a lot of holding back right now, but there is this real want and desire to leap in exactly when it feels right. Yeah, so now I've got the 4 of Cups. So the Four of Cups can literally represent like a feeling of sadness. It can represent just a kind of like low energy, if you know what I mean. So when we put all of this together, we get somebody who's like, it's almost like they could be having like an internal kind of struggle between what it is right now for them, where as opposed to what they want it to be with you. So there could be like a divider, there could be a barrier, there could be some kind of boundary as well coming in here, okay? And like at times it's kind of, I feel like your person could fluctuate in their emotions like an awful lot. Like at times it's almost like they give up, and then the next minute that they're at the opposite end of that, okay? Let's take one more. Yeah, they want the healing energy, you see. There's something about the way they feel about you in this connection, which is all transformative. It's kind of like no matter what the circumstances, and there will be many, there is something about the way they're feeling about you, which is that you literally kind of like have this restorative energy within them, within their heart, within their soul, that, and they want to step outside of their comfort zone and tell you all of this. That's what's coming through for you, Taurus. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to move on to Gemini. Okay. So let's go ahead and shuffle this deck several times. So person on your mind, Gemini, how do they feel about you? Right here in this very moment, I guess, or whenever you find this. Gemini. Okay. So let's take 3. Oh my goodness. Oh, Gemini, what's been going on, Gemini? This is really powerful stuff that's coming through here. Oh my goodness, where do I start? Okay. We have these cards, okay? We have the 10 of Swords with the 10 of Cups with the Devil energy. And I always say, do not be concerned about scary looking cards. They represent intensities. And if there was ever intensity, here it is. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, and the Devil. So what we see here is absolute, with this card and this card, we see absolute devastation followed by the 10 of Cups, which is all about emotional bonding and healing. I see something here about, it's like the star-crossed lovers. It's just like, what needs to happen to make this happen? Like, they're absolutely obsessed with you. This could clearly, for some of you, have been a split, okay? It needs to be said. But there's more to this. There's much more. Take it as it resonates. What would need to end in order for you and your person to begin? Because that is what is coming through also. Okay, that something needs to end in order for this to begin, and that they are obsessed with you from a distance. Okay, that is absolutely what's coming through quite powerfully here for some of you. We could also see, you know, somebody who is kind of like, they could be at the end of a connection. And as that connection is ending, they're also like, because nothing's ever perfect. They may have just recently come out of something very difficult, but now they've fallen for you all at the same time. And maybe like it feels like it's all happening too fast, and that concerns them. But at the same time, they just cannot stop this obsessional, intense feeling that they have towards you. I do get something about that if they can't have you, then they just can't carry on. Whatever this is, it is exceptionally intense, and there does seem to be some sort of difficult sort of external circumstance or some internal issues going on here. Okay, let's take another. Okay, they really desperately want to reach out to you. This is throwing caution to the wind energy. This is about saying what needs to be said, sending that strong, passionate message, and, you know, feeling the fear, doing it anyway, really just going outside of a comfort zone. That's what I sense is like coming towards you with this person, Gemini, that they're going to be stepping outside of their comfort zone and sending you this very, very passionate message. Okay, so that's what's come through for Gemini. So now we are going to be moving on to Cancer. Okay, so we have some rare warm weather in the UK today. So I am out at the moment, making the most of it. I'm in a little wooden booth, breathing in some beautiful fresh air. And we're going to carry on with this reading now. So Cancer, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you? Let's go ahead. We're going to take 3 cards here. Okay. Cancer. Oh. Do you know? There's something here about this person. For those of you this is resonating with, there is something about, there is no more time to waste. I'm getting something about that. Because I see the 3 of Wands. I see the Knight of Wands. And I see the 4 of Swords. There is something here very much about a recovery. That's what the 4 of Swords represents. It can represent a time of distance. You know, like it can represent like a breakdown. But it could even be something within them that's needed to be like literally recalibrated. Has your person just literally not been very well? You know, there is something here about, yeah, someone's not been well. I see that. Or somebody is now unwell. Yeah, I'm seeing something about this all kind of like could have started and, you know, seem to be going like in the right direction. And like you could be waiting to hear from this person, but either there's something that's happened just before this or something happening now that could be sort of preventing this right now. But the recovery is coming. Take it as it resonates. I see that there is a lot more that they truly want to explore with you. Okay, let's take another. Yeah, there's something here about them really, really wanting to reach out. But there's something that happened here, like there's some sort of break that's happened, and now it could be that they just don't know how to reach out to you, but they are very passionate about you. So I get in like a rewind, like somebody just literally wants to rewind. Can we go back to the beginning and start again? And this time they will tell you so much more. Yeah, there's definitely this like regret coming in. They want to like rewind back to the beginning as well, Cancer. Okay. Okay. So let's move on now to Leo. Hello, Leo. So this reading is person on your mind. How do they feel about you right now? So let's go ahead. Okay. So let's take 3 cards. So this is for Leo. Okay. Oh, Leo. Okay, this is intense, Leo. I feel like your person feels the loss of you, or feels that there's something here that's been stolen. They could very much be in hermit mode, and, you know, take it as it resonates. It's not for everybody. And there is, like, did you two have an argument? Yeah, we've got some difficult energies here that we need to explore. There's something about loss, retreat, going into the cave, kind of like licking, like almost like licking their wounds kind of thing. But there's something about a truth and an honesty that truly needs to be expressed to you from them, and they know this. Okay, so let's take some more. They know that they've got to say something now, but that's what I'm getting. Oh yeah, they do need to say something. What did they do? What has, like, something's happened here, because I get like this sort of rug being pulled energy, like for some of you that it's almost like a disappearing act kind of thing. They want to speak to you about the way that they've behaved. That's the best way to describe it. They're an emotionally discombobulated. Like they don't know. They don't even know themselves yet. But they've got these feelings for you. They want to try that. Yeah, they want to try this again. I feel like things have been really quite difficult here. Okay. But they've got this, the way they're feeling is that there's this incredible pull towards you. No matter what's gone on, that's how they feel. No matter what, there's this incredible pull, and they just don't know how to say it to you yet. They just want to, like, show up in the Ace of Pentacles energy. Yeah, they want to show up in the Ace with the 3 of Pentacles. So this is now about doing what needs to be done. Putting into this connection as much as you've been putting into. But they do realize, they absolutely know that what they've done here, that they're very, very aware of it. It's coming through very, very strongly. Let's take another. Yeah, an urgency coming through. You know, wanting to backtrack, like, or truly speak up for the first time about how they truly feel about you, because I feel like they've never really told you how they feel, but they've got really strong feelings for you, but they've never truly opened up to you. That's what's coming through here. And something went down here, and now they want to, you know, fly in and really speak. But it's almost like for some of you, they've got to sense the loss of you. This cycle's got to completely close so it can restart. They've got to experience this distance. That's what's coming through. Okay, so now I am gonna move on to Virgo. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo now. Hello, Virgo. So, Virgo, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? Let's go ahead and we'll start with 3 cards. Okay. So let's take 3 cards, Virgo. Okay. Okay. Oh, Virgo. You know, I feel like they just won't. There's something here about them knowing exactly how they feel about you, and it's powerful stuff. You light up their life. It's very, very clear, but they are in a very insecure place in their life, and they are so insecure that it's kind of like it's even too much of a risk to say what needs to be said here. They're kind of like, there's something about them being very concerned about the consequences of being vulnerable. What more can I say? Because we have the 4 of Pentacles one side, the 7 of Cups the other, and the Sun right in the middle. Okay. Let's go ahead and take some more. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's up to them now at this point. And they know it, because I feel that you may well have just like disappeared. It's kind of like you said, okay, that's it. Someone needed to make a choice. And so it's kind of like you decided that it was you that had to do it. And now the ball may seemingly be in their court, but I feel for like a lot of you that actually you've just decided to go in another direction at this point, because they are very closed off and very avoidant right now. Okay. We've got Queen of Cups. Yeah, 9 of Wands. And 9 of Cups. Yeah. So there's like a pretense going on here, like really with your person, I feel. You know, and they know what this is. But they have completely closed down and are kind of, they may even be acting as though everything's absolutely fine right now. However, it's all, I just do get like a facade, okay? Because really and truly, this is what it comes down to. We've got, I do believe, you know, that there is soulmate energy, there is twin flame energy, and there's everything in between that. And I feel like this is like a real mixed up kind of version of everything on that whole spectrum, if you see what I mean. Because it's very clear that they absolutely love you, but there's something within them that needs to be far more vulnerable in order for them to access this part of them, which can be truly open and vulnerable to. It's not about another person, you know, creating your happiness, but it's about having the trust in another person that you can like build together and work together and have this beautiful, fulfilling experience. But that involves a lot of trust. And I feel like that's what your person is dealing with right now, is that they absolutely do love you, but they are, you know, really quite closed off as far as showing that vulnerability. That's what's coming through for you, Virgo. Okay, so now that's, you know, obviously these readings are not going to resonate with everybody, but this is what is coming through right now in this moment. So now I'm just going to take a little moment. We've done 6 now, and we're going to be moving on to the next 6. I'm just seeing what time it is. Okay, we're doing okay for time. Okay, so I'm going to be here for about another 30 minutes doing these final 6 now. So coming up, we have Libra, then Scorpio, then Sag, then Cap, then Aquarius, and then Pisces. And if you're here, please give the stream a thumbs up. It really, really helps my channel. Thank you so much. So now, oh, and also I do go live, doing live readings twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. So I'll be live tomorrow doing my little, is it $20 mini readings. So if you'd like to join me, that's 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow, which I think is 12 West Coast and 3 p.m. East Coast, New York. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to Libra. Hello, Libra. Okay, so the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? Let's go ahead. Let's take 3. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, something coming in here is like really epic. Okay, there is something. Oh, it's really nice actually. It's like there's something about whatever's going on in your connection which is really transformative. It's kind of like the feeling that things are just never ever going to be the same again. I say that because we have the death energy followed by the world energy followed by the King of Cups. So there is something here about next stages of life coming through. There's something here about, you know, like absolute success, about things feeling so beautifully complete and fulfilled. So yeah, like the combination of these cards, it's kind of like a life stage. So, you know, like when you meet somebody and you just know how you feel about them, and you know this is going to be big, you know this is going to be mega, you know this is like the next, like the biggest relationship that you've ever had. Like I'm getting that sort of energy. And it's about kind of like this person, they feel like they got like shocked by this, and so they had to like go away for a bit and have a think about it, and have a talk to themselves and say, right, okay, what's going on here? Like literally what's going on? And then they've come back and they've said, well, okay, this is what's going on. It's all encompassing, let's put it that way. Let's take some more. Oh yeah. Yeah, you see, they went away and thought about it, and now it's about like how to do this. Page of Pentacles. Oh, and oh, the 5 of Cups. Like how to do this. Yeah, like because it's so like epic and like so transformative. It's kind of like they don't know how to approach. That there's something about a fear of rejection, like a fear of this. Yeah, for some, like not being reciprocated. Yeah, there's a fear of it not being reciprocated for some. But what I'm getting here is them trusting what their heart and their soul knows. Okay? And they're like their higher being, their higher self. They're just going to go with it. And I feel like you're going with it as well. Like you're both, yeah, you're both feeling this. I feel like something's happening here. There's got to be, yeah, there's choices coming through. Who's gonna kind of like burst the bubble? Who's gonna do the first actions or something? Like, who's gonna be the first one to open up? But you're both feeling it. Yeah, you're both feeling it. We've got the star energy. It's the wish card. This is really quite life-altering stuff that's coming through for you, Libra, as regards how they feel about you. And I do feel that it's mutual too. Okay. I'm going to move on now to Scorpio. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's take a look, Scorpio. Okay. So, Scorpio, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? Okay. Let's take a look, Scorpio. Okay. Action-based. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Scorpio, what's going on? Is there a King of Wands in your life? Is this person older than you? They're very commanding. They know that they want you. And it looks to be some form of twin flame. Somebody could be somebody from your past. Has it been off and on? It doesn't even need to be that. There's just something very strongly coming through regarding this, like, have to have you, have to be with you kind of energy. That's how they're feeling about you right now. Look at these cards. We've got the King of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Star energy coming through. This is the ultimate wish card. It goes so much deeper than just attraction. It's about every box being ticked. They're extremely sure about you. That's what's coming through for you, Scorpio. I'm going to take another couple. I feel like we got the main message there. Yeah, they're making plans. They're making plans. Going forwards with you. You are literally on their radar. They are very certain about, like, I feel like this is like about being sure about the person that you want to be with. It's like they're just very sure that they want to be with you. That's what's coming through for you. Okay. So that's what's come through for you, Scorpio. I'm now moving on to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? Let's take a look. So let's now split this deck and place down 3 cards. Okay, so Sag, what's going on here? That there is, we have some like difficult cards coming through. Okay, so this may not be for everybody. We've got the 9 of Swords with the Page of Swords with the 5 of Wands. Okay, so they can't sleep. At the same time, there is like this kind of like strangely harsh energy, but that is centered on an internal chaos within them, which is very passionate. So you need to know that they've got very, very strong feelings when it comes to you. For some of you, there may have been like a split or an argument, some difficult circumstance, which is really impacting this. I want to take some more because there's so much more to get into here. This Four of Wands, it keeps coming out. Okay. And okay, what we've got here is a clear kind of case of ego. That's what's coming through. It's kind of like they really just want to open up to you and just say it all and say what needs to be said without holding back, but they're like literally their mind is flipping and flopping between two different places, okay, which is like that ego head on. Oh, I shouldn't have to like say that, I shouldn't have to do this. And at the same time, all they really want is to say, I'm so sorry, and I just want to be with you, you're my world, and can we start again? This is a specific message, I feel. Now, it could relate also as in that there's got to be something to be able to some sort of threshold needs to be surpassed and crossed, and there might be like something that needs to change in their life in order for them to be able to come towards you. Okay, but there is a decision here that they've got to make that is coming through very, very clearly. But be in no doubt that they're having sleepless nights about you. Internally, they are very chaotic. They just want a reunion, but they know it involves some sort of decision, internal or external. And they kind of like keep going around in circles because they just want to jump on that flight, knock on your door, message you. But at the same time, they're also kind of talking themselves out of it right now. It's like really complicated what's going on here. Let's take another and another. They need this. They need time to think on this, but at the same time, they're realizing that the more time that they take, the less chance they've got of being able to sort this out with you very clearly. So that's what's come through for you, Sagittarius. Obviously, these readings are not for everybody. They may be just be specific for you. I'm going to move on to Capricorn now, okay? So Capricorn, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you right now? Okay. 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 Love, love, love is a many splendid thing. Let's keep going. It lasts a lifetime. It lasts a lifetime. Oh, yes, it does. It lasts a lifetime. I'm getting somebody here, like, no matter the time that's passed, the distance, no matter what, it's you. It's always been you. It always will be you. And they desperately want to see you and spend a moment in time with you. We've got Temperance with the Nine of Swords, with the Two of Cups, with the Three of Cups. You know, clearly you could be dealing with a water sign, an earth sign. What I've got here is just a love that's going to last forever, that or has stood the test of time. There is something here very much about them having never forgotten you, and wanting to just, there's a healing energy, of course, with the Two of Cups, a reunion energy with the Three of Cups. Let's take some more. The Fool. Oh, and the Magician. Let's start again. The love kick starts again. this is all about new beginnings. They want this with you. They want this beginning or this new beginning with you. Look at the vibrancy on these major arcanas here as the final two cards for your reading. It's just very clear that they just want you. And it feels to me as well as though that the time has come that it's time to be foolish. Like, it's time to throw caution to the wind. Enough time has passed. And that could be a day, that could be a week, that could be 20, 30 years, but time's up. Time's up. Now it's time for the new beginning and to actually manifest this physically, because we have the Magician energy. And that is what is coming through for you, Capricorn. So now I'm going to move on to the next reading. And this is for Aquarius. I'm just going to have a drink because I'm out for the day as well. Well, it's now the evening here. It's very dark outside, actually. Okay, so hello, Aquarius. This is your reading for the person on your mind, Aquarius. How do they feel about you right now? Let's take a look. So we're going to split this deck and take 3 to begin. So we have, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So we've got somebody here who is feeling as though they're missing their other half, or feels as though you are the other half of them. It is that intense. Because we've got that 5 of Pentacles is here. Now we look at the card. These two people, they're kind of like apart, but they're still together. There's light at the end of the tunnel. They can wander into this building because the lights are on, but they're like kind of outside and they're in the cold and they're in the snow. But there's somehow like they're still together, even though they're kind of not, if you see what I mean. It is kind of like sadness and kind of like can be missing you and feeling like you're missing that person who you were previously connected to at the hip. So this could be about a split. And it's kind of like, have they retreated into their cave? Or is there a cave-like situation? What is going on with your person? There could be something literally going on with them regarding this incredibly deep thought process because of the energy and intensity they feel with you. And it's kind of like that effect where it's not that things get too intense. It's just that they just need a moment. Let's take another. Okay. Yeah, fear. There's some fear coming through because we got the world energy with the 10 of Swords. So this is about ultimately fear of loss. Okay, because there is something with the 5 of Pentacles, which is, could you imagine if you lost that person who was attached to you at the hip, that you were just so used to them being there and that you were always there for each other, and then they just suddenly disappeared out of your life? How would that feel? That would be awful. So maybe they're like preempting it and, too scared to dip their toes into the water, the pool of love, they're already fearing like the end of the cycle, if you see what I mean. But also feeling, but what if it went the other way? Because then we get the King of Wands, which is, very much about saying, okay, brain, like it's time to like sort it out, because this can absolutely be everything that we want it to be, but it's all about me not stepping up and being like sort of, stronger in this situation, if you see what I mean. So that's what's coming through as well. Let's take another couple. Yeah, so it's about nurturing, you see. It's about deep love, and it's also about being like truly open to all of the different elements of this, because with love comes vulnerability. Okay, and it's kind of like them reaching the point of realization that that's okay, if you see what I mean. So yeah, it's very complex, but very real feelings there, I have to say. So now I'm moving on to Pisces. Okay, so this is the final reading for this evening, and this is the person on your mind, Pisces. How do they feel about you? So let's go ahead. Let's shuffle this deck a couple of times. And let's go ahead with 3 cards. Okay. Oh. Okay. There's a lot of insecurity. However, there's a lot of passion. This is what's coming through. It's kind of like they just want everything out in the open. They just want to speak their truth, say how they feel about you, which is, there's something about going steady. There's something about being in a connection. There is this like a fear of, you know, because there's a shyness coming through as well. So there's something about them really wanting this with you, being too scared to approach. I feel like your person, there's something about having been, they may have been like let down in the past. Let's take a look. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't, you know what? It doesn't even need to be that. It's just about, it's all about kind of like the strength of the feeling that they have for you. They're too worried about what you're going to say when they say something to you. Okay? Because there's something here about, if they say something to you, what will you say back? And they're very worried that you just won't reply, or you'll like say no or something. But it's very clear that this is a mutual connection. That's what's coming through with all these cards I'm seeing here. Let's take some more. Yeah, I feel like they've been planning this for a while. They've been planning it. They don't know how to do it. Oh, they have been planning it for a while. And they imagine it. They imagine, like, they're literally imagining having that conversation with you. And, like, there's an outpouring coming through here. Could even be a person from your past. But what I see here is, like, this dreamlike state. They're literally dreaming about you, and they're dreaming about how they're going to approach you and say the things that they really want to say to you. And it's literally an outpouring. That's what's coming through here. Okay, let's take another couple. Okay. Yeah, see, they're overthinking it. Pisces, they're literally overthinking it. Oh, King of Swords, they're overthinking it all. Let's take another. Yeah, you see, because it's all like deep within them, but they're not speaking yet. They need to speak to you. Yeah, with the Page of Cups. There's something here regarding your person. Expect this soon. Expect this. You may even be dealing with another Pisces or water sign. Okay, so that's what's come through for this live reading, which was all signs. how do they feel about you right now? So just to let you know, I will be here tomorrow. Also at around this time, actually, exactly 24 hours from now, I'll be going live, just offering my live personal readings live on YouTube about this time tomorrow. So if you want to come see me then, I suggest you subscribe, and yeah, and then you'll catch me live tomorrow. And oh, hit that notification bell till it goes clear white, totally white, and that way you'll definitely know when I'm live as well. And now I need to figure out how to turn this off. Okay, let's see. Yes, bye everybody.